Hey, real quick coming at you. I want to do a fashion review this time because beauty reviews get old after a while. So it'll be really quick. I need a nap and I got schoolwork to do. So let's just hop to it. So what I want to talk about is what every woman loves besides shoes. Purses. And we all have our favorite kind of purse. We have certain designers we like. We have certain styles of bags we like. Some of us like to spend a little more than others, and some of us just want to go and get the next $19 purse we can find. But if you're like me, you're one of those incriminating fashion snobs that have a particular purse in mind, and if you could own it, you would. If you could afford it, you buy it. But you know what you like. You know your designers. You know what kind of bag you're like. You know what you want it to feel like. I don't know if any of you feel that way, but I do about my bags. They're like shoes to me. I'm very particular about my bags. I don't like cheap looking bags. I know it's a function to carry something, but I like my bags to be kind of like part of my outfits. It has to stand out. It's the equivalency of a car to a man, like a man. Like, you want other guys to notice your car. Well, I want the women to notice my purses. So anyway, long story short, I have a list of bags, designers that I love, and I can't afford half of them. If I could get a Chanel Jumbo caviar bag. I can't afford $2,000, and probably won't ever happen. So that's out of the question. But it's one of my bags that I do like. My all-time favorite bag, if I could afford it, if money were not an issue, would be the Hermes Birkin bag. The king of all bags. And I can't afford that. It is $10,000 for that bag. That could buy me a new car or pay for my student loans or something, but can't afford it. So, like every other female, it's just in the back of my mind that if I were wealthy and money were no objection, that'd be the bag I have. But fear not, because for every important designer out there, there's an inspired, lesser known designer out there that kind of copies. Well, not really copies, but kind of the work mimics, shall I say. Anyway, so in my search for this wonderful Birkin bag that I always love, knockoffs weren't cutting it, and knockoffs are cheap to be truthful. I mean, how many times you bought a knockoff and it broke? Let's be honest here. 40 bucks a pop for what? Cheap craftsmanship. Anyway, so I was reading a bunch of beauty or fashion blogs and everything, and a couple of them mentioned this one website, BagInc.com. Now, I've heard of it in the past. I kind of glanced at the website. That was a scam. Because it was, the bags look really nice and they claimed to be all leather, and I didn't really believe it. The website was nicely laid out and everything, but it seemed like kind of a scam for me. So I never did anything with that. I mean, they had bags I liked, but I couldn't afford it, and, I could afford it, but I just didn't trust it. Anyway, so shoot ahead to 2 more years later. And this site pops up again. I guess now they're sending bloggers like purses to review because they're trying to get legit following. So I watched a couple YouTube videos, and they had, of course, a Birkin inspired bag. Now, you know me. Well, you don't know me, but you're going to after this video. I would like a nice Birkin inspired bag. Something that it will hold up, look nice, and not scream, oh, I'm trying to be fancy, okay? And you know what? I found that bag. So, I ordered the bag from them, and I had to wait. The bag came from China. That's where everything comes from nowadays. So, I was kind of skeptical on that. Like, a bag from China? Really? I mean, it has to be a knockoff. It has to be cheap. Surprisingly, it was not. So, when I got it, it came nicely packaged. And in the package was this dust bag. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, I'm getting leery now. It's a dust bag, and a cheap looking dust bag at that, mind you. So I started getting worried. Anyway, long story short, I opened the bag, and I do not find a cheap bag. I find the exact opposite. Ta-da! This is their inspired Jane bag. Looks like the Birkin, doesn't it? Minus a $10,000 price tag. It is full leather. It is a nice heavy bag, nice good weight to it. Has metal hardware, the little feet, the little lock, and a little working key that's in here. Okay? So this bag, right, is all of a sudden like I see it and my heart drops. Like, I cannot believe that this is such a nice looking bag. Like, it doesn't look cheap. It feels good to the touch. It's like that nice grainy leather feel. You know, I have expensive bags and they feel just as nice as this bag. So, I mean, it's about the size, I would say, of a Birkin. Maybe a 30. 35 seems a little bit bigger. I've seen them on people, but they are a little bigger, I think. But anyway, it's not the biggest of bags. I would say I'm 5'5", so it's a nice size on me. But this bag is like my holy grail of Birkin bags. Like, I can't afford one. Who cares? Because a real Birkin will probably, I mean, it says Hermes on it and everything like that, and you would be able to customize your hardware and your leather with it. But I can't go on a 10-year waiting list. I don't have 10 grand to put down for a minimum bag. So, you know, I'm actually impressed. Now, it took about a week and a half, surprisingly, a week and a half for that bag to come in. And it cleared nicely, it was nicely wrapped, there was no damage to it or nothing. And they actually, like, provided me a tracking number. So, I'm going to say that I will order again from BagInc. Now, this kind of bag, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. It comes in different colors. It comes, this is the camel, well, I call it camel. It's actually brown on the website, but this is a brown bag. It's a very neutral camel color bag, I would say. Has silver hardware on it, and the hardware really works, and the bag locks and everything like that. It also came in orange, it came in pink, and turquoise, and black. If I had to order another bag of that, which I probably will for a family member for Christmas, it'll probably be the black. But, I mean, it can't beat that. That looks like a real Birkin to me. Well, from what I've seen on pictures. I've only seen a real Birkin once, and the lady walked by so fast, and I wanted to chase her down and ask her could I touch it, because I've never held a Birkin. But, you know, for 26 years old, I'll take that. So, you know, BagInc.com, check them out. They have different bags over there, all different prices, some real leather, some not. And the shipping was only a week, and it's free shipping over $100 order. So if you have somebody in your life that really likes bags, or you're a bag person, or you're just crazy for fashion, check them out. I mean, I really was impressed. The communication was a little iffy. Like, I had delayed response in tracking my order, but I mean, somebody did respond, and they did give me a tracking number and let me know, like, when it made it to the United States, when it was coming through New York and everything like that. So if you want an inspired purse, go to BagInc.com. And no, they're not paying me to say this because I checked it out myself. But if they want to send me stuff, again, I'm not going to argue. But still, BagInc.com, check them out. Bye!